One of my favorite things about traveling is seeing how far money can go. Which is why in this series, I see what we can get in different countries using $100 as my index. In today's video, we are going to be comparing the difference of what $100 can get you in the world's cheapest country versus the most expensive. And for this case, we will be using Vietnam and Singapore. Okay, so first up, let's talk about accommodation. In Vietnam, I was able to stretch $100 across 3 days. And for the first night, ended up going the budget route where we stayed in a hostel that cost under $5 per night. And it was actually pretty nice, with phenomenal hospitality. So we just made it here to the Hanoi Backpacker Suite Hostel. Let's see what $4.90 gets us here in Hanoi, Vietnam. This is Lee from Hanoi Backpacker Suite Hostel.
Yes, Hanoi Backpacker Suite House, and I am Lee.
Lee.
Handsome man.
Handsome man.
Very handsome man.
If it's okay, you can tell me strong man, it's okay.
Strong, handsome
A
man.
strong man and handsome man. Yeah. Should I say? But it's a man in Vietnam, a little bit crazy, but very funny.
Leah's awesome. She's helping me with my bag. Yeah.
He's so strong.
I know. Look,
Strong and handsome.
strong, handsome man.
So for under $5, this is nice. Check out how clean this is. Freshly washed sheets. You have your own outlet right here so you can charge everything. And then you have this curtain. So it's like your own little room for so cheap right in the heart of the city. That's insane.
Like a lot of hostels that I've stayed in, they don't even have curtains like on the beds. So
Yeah.
like you're just like sleeping in an open dorm. But this is like quite private.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
It's kind of like in Japan now you have like the capsule hotels. This like gives you your own personal space even though you are sleeping with 16 people.
I am so surprised. Every bed that we've stayed in so far has been like rock hard and it's like, okay, whatever. Dude, there's some bounce on these.
Now Singapore was a different story. It took me a little bit to find anywhere that was under $30 per night. But thanks to our friend Hostel World, I was able to find this like little capsule hotel that I was able to stay at for 2 nights for $36. I know Singapore is very clean, but I was still really surprised at how clean and proper that hostel was. That even the cheapest place in Singapore is still a good standard for any other country. But yeah, it's still almost 4 times the amount that a hostel is in Vietnam. But now to blow your mind even more, in Vietnam on the second night, we got the penthouse in a luxury building in the center of the city. And all for only $72. Guys, I do not know what we're doing in America. We can come here to Hanoi, Vietnam and live like a king. This place, which was just over $70 a night, sleeps 8 people. We are in the penthouse in the center of the city with floor-to-ceiling windows. This is absolutely insane. I do not want to leave this place. There are 2 bathrooms, a master bedroom with a huge bed, another massive bedroom. The place is so clean with so much space, a nice TV. We have fresh sheets and beds. This is living like a king in Hanoi, Vietnam. I am so excited to be here right now, dude. This is amazing. This place was actually a 3-bedroom, so if you're splitting it amongst a couple of friends, then it's actually pretty affordable. Now, if you guys are travelers, I do want to inform you about a service that I use and am super excited to partner with.
Hey Brett, what are you doing?
You know, just on a tropical island using public Wi-Fi, but with Surfshark. So Surfshark is an easy to use app or browser extension that allows you to access the internet as if you were in a different country and also encrypts your data for privacy. You know, the real reason why I like using Surfshark is so I can be safe while using public Wi-Fi, especially while at cafes, at hotels, at airports, or even on the beach next to a giant tree. Hackers love this area. Surfshark also encrypts and protects your connection so you can be safe while checking your banking information or anything else you want to keep private. And it allows you to connect an unlimited amount of devices to your account. Also use Surfshark because I can easily change my virtual location to another country to watch Netflix shows that I can't normally watch in my country, or access websites and social media platforms despite any censorship regulations. So if you guys want to get these advantages and support the channel at the same time, Surfshark is hooking you guys up with 83% off, plus 3 extra months for free if you guys use my discount code BrettConti at checkout. They do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try it out for yourself. Again, a huge thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's jump back into the video. In Vietnam, the food is extremely cheap, where you can get a good meal for under $1, or even go to a nice restaurant for just a couple of bucks. And the people in Vietnam are so friendly, where you wouldn't be surprised if a family invited you in for dinner.
It's so amazing.
In this small village in the north of Vietnam, eating with this family in their home, like,
Look at this.
Nhớ hô cái gì to to tí nhá, cho nó hoành tráng cái nhỉ. 3 rô.
1, 2, 3, rút!
Tôi yêu Vietnam. Woo! So Tuan over here told us something about Vietnamese culture, which is
No drunk, no go home.
no drunk, no go home. And we are on shot number 5 of this rice wine.
I
Cheers
will drink with you. Cheers.
to Tuan.
Thank
Oh
you
boy.
for coming here.
So we're now on shot number 7. I don't want to be rude, so we have to take every single shot that Tuan tells us that we have to.
Yeah, you have to do this. Like you must drink one by one.
One by
With,
one?
Everybody over here.
it's 25% alcohol. That's way more than any shot in the US.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
And for Singapore, surprisingly, the price of food isn't so expensive. The only place where I've realized a significant difference in the price of food is in Switzerland. But just about everywhere else, you can pretty much find cheap places to eat anywhere. I know in Singapore, you can definitely find some very expensive restaurants, but you can also find some very affordable food. I remember going to the Hawker's Market, which I highly recommend, and is a great place to get a lunch for under $10. So I just got dinner. I got this chicken with an egg, some rice, some corn, and a soup. This was 6 Singaporean dollars, so that's about like $4.50. This is a meal and a half. I can't believe how cheap this is. This could easily feed 2 people. So far, Singapore food, not so expensive at all for the most expensive city in the world. And in Singapore, they also have the world's cheapest Michelin star rated restaurant. It's kind of like a fast food joint, but the food was still really good. Is it the best chicken and rice you've ever had in your life?
Yeah, I only ate the rice, but yeah, the rice is already good.
Another thing I noticed about the 2 differences in these countries is that Vietnam, it's a very raw and kind of grungy place. No one really pays attention to the traffic lights and is an adrenaline rush just to cross the streets. This is how you cross the street in Vietnam. You say a prayer, close your eyes, and just go. Gabe, good luck.
Tăng cường lượng thực phẩm. 8. Tránh tiếp xúc với người có biểu hiện cúm. 9. Người có các triệu chứng nghi ngờ mắc bệnh không nên đi du lịch đến nơi đông người.
We made it!
Cần đến ngay cơ sở y tế.
And then Singapore, on the other hand, is the cleanest place I've ever been to. Singapore is truly one of the most fascinating cities in the world, and throughout this video I want to showcase why. But for one, it is insanely clean. Like, I would rather eat off of the floor here in Singapore than off of a food table in New York City. I know it's also illegal to chew gum, and even when you are coming into the country, on your immigrant slip, you get this.
Warning, death for drug traffickers under Singapore law.
So yeah, if you're coming to Singapore, you might want to leave your drugs at home. Now, the transportation is a lot more expensive than in Vietnam. I remember taking an Uber in Singapore, only like a couple blocks, and it ended up costing almost $10.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, it's a cash, $10.
Oh, right, I forgot.
I forgot too.
But then in Vietnam, they have Uber Moto, where some guy will come pick you up on a motorbike and take you across all of Hanoi for under $1. So here in Vietnam, they have something like a Uber Moto, where it's the Grab app and you can call someone to come pick you up on a motorbike. So for a car, it would be just over $1, but to have someone on a motorbike come, it's 50 cents to go about 1 mile through the city. Let's see if this works. Yeah.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants. I just let you beat me, look at me deceiving. Let you get the best of me, in bed with my worst enemy. This is a no-go, I just can't take it.
So in Vietnam, I had to try to spend the $100 in one day. If you were trying to budget, you could easily make $100 last a week, 2 weeks, or maybe even a month. $100 goes very far in Vietnam. But in Singapore, it was a challenge, and I had to struggle to try and budget the $100 to stretch across 3 days. Now, I'm curious, which place would you guys rather go? Would you rather go to Vietnam and explore what they have to offer, or pay the price and go to Singapore? They're both two of my favorite countries that I can't wait to go back to once the world opens back up. But for now, that is going to be it for this video. And if you guys do want to see more of these types of videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will get out and get busy in the next one.